Hello, my name is Shahid and you're watching 4 Points of Physics. Today we are going to talk about potential divider circuit. Point number 1. What is it? Potential divider circuit is a simple series circuit that helps us to control the voltage and current. It is also called potentiometer. Point number 2. Why should I learn about it?
Well, because we use it in our everyday life, even without knowing it. And it's more fun to know about the things if we know they're working. Okay, so where do we use? That's a good question. Okay, we use it in a loudspeaker to make the volume high or low. Similarly, we use it in a TV screen to control the brightness of the screen. Can you think of some more examples? Okay, good, correct, you are right. We use it in a fan switch to control the amount of wind. That's correct. Now, let's move to our point number 3. How does it work? To know this thing, let me first remind you a few basic things. You remember we learned that resistance is directly proportional to the length of conductor. It means if you have more length of conductor, then there will be more resistance and in turn there will be less current. Similarly, if the length of conductor is less, it means the resistance is less, and if resistance is less, there is more current. The same principle is applied to potentiometer or potential divider circuit. To understand this thing, let me draw a simple potential divider circuit. In this circuit, we have a battery of 100 volt. We have two resistances, R1, which is fixed, 10 ohm, and R2, which is variable, resistor. It varies from 0 to 10 ohm. Its resistance can be controlled by this arrow. This arrow can be named as sliding contact. So when the sliding contact is at point C, there is no resistance or zero resistance. When this sliding contact is at point D, there is 5 ohm resistance. And if the sliding contact is at point E, there is maximum resistance, that is 10 ohm. To understand the concept well, let me bring a loudspeaker next to resistance R1. The volume of this loudspeaker will depend on the amount of current passing through it. If there will be more current, there will be more volume. If there will be less current, there will be less volume. To control its volume, let's say I can move this arrow from point C to point E. Okay, so when this arrow is at point C, now current is passing through the battery from point A to C to R1 to loudspeaker and back to the battery point B. In this case, resistance offered by R2 is 0 ohm. So, what will be the amount of current passing through the loudspeaker? Let's calculate. We know by Ohm's law that V is equal to IR, or I is equal to V over R. Now, in this particular case, we have two resistors, R1 and R2. So I will become equal to V over R1 plus R2. But as the sliding contact is at point C, so R2 becomes equal to 0. That's why I is equal to V over R1. Now let's put the values. Okay, so V is equal to 100 volt and R1 is equal to 10 ohm. Okay, so I becomes equal to 10 ampere. 10 ampere is a large amount of current that is passing through this loudspeaker. It means you will have a high volume. You remember that